Hello and welcome to another video. In this one we're going to be talking about Ruff and specifically my thoughts on it. Let's jump into it. So this is probably not going to be our normal type of video, so sorry, but I keep getting asked about this, so I'm finally going to talk about it. If you're not familiar with Ruff, it is a highly performant linter and formatter, which re-implements most of the linting and formatting ecosystem in Python. It has some pretty impressive benchmarks, and to be honest, it is an impressive piece of software and executes well on its goals. The reason it is so fast is it is a reimplementation of a bunch of tools in Rust and avoids a lot of the overhead of Python. It also does some tricks with the file system and with caching to get some even more impressive benchmarks. But even without those, it's still much faster than any similar tool. Yeah, it's impressive. It does a whole bunch of really awesome things. Now I want to talk about my problems with Ruff, and specifically with the way it's been put forward and how it's gone about being implemented. Ruff essentially takes all of the work of the Python community, the linting community, over the last 15 or 20 years and re-implemented it in Rust, which, you know, does not violate any licenses. The licenses are all permissive, which allow one to make a derivative work in another programming language without, any sort of credit beyond copying the license over. That's not the problem I have with this. The problem that I have with this is that nothing has been contributed back, and instead, a company has been formed around Ruff and raised 4 million in seed. Which, man's got to eat, so I feel like making a company and being able to finance your work is really important. But at the same time, Ruff's success has been built on decades of work from other people that's been copied into Rust. And that's kind of the problem that I have with this. And Astral, the company built around this, has not really contributed back to anyone in the space. Yes, they have one sponsor, but this person doesn't even work on the linting tools that were ripped off in the first place. There was an additional problem with Ruff when it first came out in that it didn't even do the proper licensing to begin with. I did bug Charlie about this, and it was eventually copied over, and each of the licenses are now properly attributed. Many of them are me, but that's the way things go. Anyway, so I guess that's kind of my my sadness here, in that in a way, Ruff kind of kills a lot of projects that I was working on, and I don't really feel incentivized to contribute to this space anymore, especially when someone is profiting off my work and the work of others in the community. But anyway, it's an impressive tool, and glad to see it be successful, but at the same time, a little sad that the approach to building a profit and not contributing back kind of sucks. Anyway, that's Ruff. And